Okay guys, so as Doctor Strange is out overseas and us people in the United States have to wait to see it another week, this video is obviously going to contain spoilers, so be warned that I am talking about the post-credit scene that is featured in Doctor Strange. So the post-credit scene, this is of course the one that plays all the way at the end of the movie that you sit all the way through the credits for, features Mordo, played by Chiwetel Ejiofor, and we see that after what happens in the movie is that he is down and out. He's on his own now. He doesn't really have help from the Ancient One or anybody like that, and he's doing his own thing. And he just so happens to be tracking down a person. This just so happens to be Jonathan Pongaborn. And this just so happens to be the person that was actually responsible for setting Doctor Strange on his path and his journey to actually discover the location and take on these teachings. And in the movie, we actually learn that he was actually already there and he knows of magic. And through the use of magic, he was actually able to make his legs function as he was a paraplegic. Now, at the end of the movie, we actually see that Mordo sees this as a bad use of magic. You shouldn't be using this for your own personal gain and things like that. This isn't why magic exists. And he actually goes to him and somehow actually removes his magical abilities, and he leaves him in a paraplegic state again. So obviously with that, Karl Mordo is now going to start becoming the more evil, Baron Mordo, you can say. And it seems like, he's going to be hunting down people that are disrespecting magic and using it in wrong ways. Now, obviously, you can tell there's a jealousy story here because Karl Mordo already was training, he was getting ready, he thought he was going to be the Sorcerer Supreme, and this just so happens to go to the dude that he trains. So how would he feel about that? So obviously we don't know if they're going to be using him in any form, in Infinity War or in Thor Ragnarok, since it seems like that's where, Doctor Strange is going to show up next, but it does kind of give us a hint that when they inevitably go and make the sequel, we're probably going to see Mordo as the main villain. So pretty awesome, and a cool scene.